wait for hot water when you turn on your faucet. Well, in this particular faucet, we measured almost 2 gallons of cold water before we got hot water at the faucet. That might not seem like much because everybody's used, but when you think about it, this was hot water the last time you turned the faucet off. This was the water that was left in the pipe between your water heater and the faucet. So you paid to heat this. So you just want to wet a cloth with warm water and you run the tap. Almost 2 gallons later you get your warm water. And then if you, in half an hour again, you want some warm water for something else, you run off another 2 gallons of water. So not only are you wasting 2 gallons of water, but you're also wasting the electricity to heat that water, which adds up to quite a bit. Why is there so much water between the water heater at the end of the hall and the faucet? Well, standard plumbing requires that you come off the water heater with a 3/4 inch pipe, and that doesn't even go straight to this faucet from that water tank at the end of the hall. It first goes to the bathroom, and after it's got to the bathroom, it goes to laundry, and then it comes across here to the kitchen sink. It's kind of like taking the bus route home. We have a very simple fix for that. That not only will give you hot water within 3 or 4 seconds instead of the almost 2 minutes it took to fill this, but it will use maybe 1/4 gallon of water before you get hot water at your faucet. So if you use a faucet, say 10 times from cold during a day, which is not uncommon, you'll have wasted 20 gallons of water. If you have a family with kids running around, you can waste 30 to 40 because it's not just this faucet, but in the bathroom when you go to wash your hands, if the water's cold, guess what? You run off the cold water in the pipe, which again was the water that was hot in there the last time you used the faucet, and you end up wasting quite a bit, and that's quite a bit to electric bill. So today what we're going to do is we're going to replace this pipe. You can see the volume of the inside of this pipe with this pipe, and this pipe will go, this small 1/4 inch pipe will go directly from this faucet to the water heater. It won't go to any other faucet. We'll probably may tee off it along the way to feed one bathroom sink, but it's direct hot water, and it will give you virtually instant hot water and save you a considerable amount of money on your electric or gas bill each month. So what we're going to do is we'll go to the water heater and put our connection onto that 3/4 pipe right where it comes off the top of the water heater. We're going to drill a hole underneath this sink close to the back, and we'll push this pipe down through the hole. Then we'll go into a crawl space and pull the pipe down through back to the water heater. We'll drill another hole in the floor near the water heater and pull the pipe up through that hole and connect onto the water heater. Hot water line right here with our water heater tap. This will have a valve on it. So once we get the tap put on, we can turn the valve off and turn the water to the house back on. 3. And more pipe dope on top. And then we screw our fitting on. This doesn't need any tape because it relies on the compression washer inside the water heater flex fitting. I can turn this off, and we can turn our water heater back on again. Let's see. I'm going to step back a bit from the wall so I don't hit the foundation, because the concrete from the foundation will come in about 2 inches from the outside wall. So now we're ready to drill. Okay. We put a little bit of tape on the bottom to prevent sawdust and whatnot from getting in the pipe. And now we've got to go to the bottom of the cabinet and the floor, which sometimes takes a bit of feeling around to where it goes. Underneath the bathroom sink now, and we'll bore another hole here and bring the 1/4" line up, and we'll connect it directly onto this here. So we'll turn this valve off and unscrew this riser tube from it, and we'll connect that onto the new 1/4" line that will go directly to the hot water heater. Okay. Alright, for this bathroom sink, we only need a short length of pipe because it's actually going to tee off the line running between the water heater over here and the kitchen sink over there. So I'm just going to put this short piece down and we'll tee into it in the crawl space down below. On the pipe to keep dirt from getting in it. And we go down to the floor here and there's the water heater. And now we head down to the crawl space and connect the water heater. Great. Alright, I'm looking for the pipe that we set down in the bathroom. It didn't come through the insulation, but this is the bathroom drain. And so the pipe should be, there it is. And the kitchen sink pipe is that way. The water heater is this next one here. So we'll tie these together. This is from the water heater. It's actually quite close to the sink. Even though it's close to the sink, because it's such a big pipe, it still took quite a while to get water at that bathroom sink. So we'll put a T together with a brass compression tee. Now, the brass compression tees come with these brass ferrules, which we won't use for plastic. For plastic, you need what's called a Delrin washer, which should come with your kit. These are the Delrin washers, and you put the nut on the pipe, and the Delrin washer goes on. And it's important to put the fat end on the pipe first, so that the thin end faces into the T. So the skinny end of the washer, it's a tapered washer, the tapered end faces into the T. So you shove it in, make sure it's up the pipe about 1/4 inch. Put that together and okay, now let's see here. Yeah, that's not great. And then we disconnected the dishwasher. Here's the valve over here. It's a double valve. The top part went to the kitchen sink, the bottom went to the dishwasher. So we're taking the sink faucet hot from that valve, and we bring it over here and connect it onto our new 1/4 inch line. And then we're going to take our dishwasher line over there and we'll tee into the side of that. Now, putting the dishwasher and the sink on the same 1/4 inch line, when the dishwasher is filling with hot water, will drop the pressure to the sink just to dribble. However, it's the most economical way to go. On a more deluxe system, we would run a separate 1/4" line for the dishwasher and for the sink. But the advantage of doing it this way is that when you turn the dishwasher on, if you run the sink faucet for the 8 seconds it'll take to clear the line out, then the dishwasher will fill up with hot water only, and it won't have to reheat the water, so it'll cycle faster. So this is the most economical way to do it, is to put the dishwasher and the kitchen sink on the same line. Here's the tea we're going to use. Again, we want the most pressure at the kitchen sink, so the 1/4" line will feed in the bottom from the water heater, and we'll take the sink off the top so it has a straight through path. This T has the same size thread fittings as does the regular angle stop valve, so the riser tube nuts will screw right to it, as you can see. So when you get your kit, you just use one of these T's. This is the same as we use downstairs to connect the dishwasher and the kitchen sink. So we put the nut on, put the Delrin washer on with the fat end towards the pipe, and the skinny end goes towards the fitting. You can actually use the fitting to help push it on. There we go. Let me put that on there. I'm going to tighten that up. Okay, and almost all the threads are on, so go check that the faucets are turned off. Okay, we're turning on the water to our system. Here in this vanity is the cold supply. Is still hooked up to the standard, so you can see that's the flow from the cold water. This is the flow from the hot water. There's a very slight drop in the it's hot now already. It's very, so it takes about that much water now to get hot water at this faucet, compared to almost 2 gallons before. The water pump keeps water hot in the pipe by continuously moving hot water out of the water heater and through your plumbing to the farthest sink or bathroom from the water heater where the circulator pump is placed. As this water cools in the pipe, it is sent back to the water heater to be reheated. This process wastes energy used to drive the pump, and extra energy used by the water heater to keep reheating the returning warm water. But wait, there's more. Inside most water heaters is a sacrificial anode. This aluminum anode is broken down by the water moving through the heater. Once it is gone, the water heater quickly rusts through. A circulator pump will accelerate wear and corrosion on your water heater, and the recirculating water gets polluted by the aluminum from the water heater anode. The pump circulates this polluted water back to the water heater via the cold water pipe. The problem is, now when you go to drink or cook, or even use your ice maker or water from your fridge, recirculated water which comes back through the cold line. So recirculators pollute the cold water, wear out your heater, use more energy, and need to be wired in and wear out. Our direct line hot water system actually saves energy, doesn't add any heavy or sacrificial metals to your drinking water, and doesn't wear out. So that's the difference between our system and a recirculating system.